Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy AT from AT's Barstool, and today I'm here with. Hmm? Wait, hold on. Is your mic? Hold on. Is your mic on?
Yo, can you hear me?
Oh yeah. All right. All right. Let me restart that. All right. Dang. All right. Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy AT from AT's Barstool, and today I'm here with.
Say Rax, man. Quani.
Eh, Quan, how you feel today, man? Hey, why this feel weird? You're not going to answer the question.
Huh?
You're not going to answer the question. This shit just tripping or something. Oh, let me get to it. All right. Yeah, new site. You can hear well.
Yeah, I can hear
Oh,
now.
okay. Okay. What's it go? How you been today, bro?
Today's been good. A little bit of studying, get ready for that next school year. Always gotta be ready.
Yeah. And how do you feel about Newark this year as a whole?
Well, right now my main focus is on our football team. We got moved down to a 1A district about last year because we haven't had a winning season in a while. But I feel like if this summer we can come together as a whole, all the players can lock in and keep their minds on football and school specifically, we could be great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And with y'all schedule and all that, how y'all feel y'all gonna do this upcoming year?
This year we have a couple competition players. We got your school coming up. We got Brandywine. We're playing. We got Tat and all. We got a couple big hitters coming up next year. But I feel like we can have our first winning season in a very long time.
And that's good. That's good to hear. And how about like the overall athletics outside of football?
What do you mean by that? Can you rephrase that a little bit?
Like how is like the rest of like the sports doing? Like basketball, volleyball. How is that? Like, is that going on the rise so far? Like, how's it looking?
See, in my eyes, I don't think we're where we should be. You know what I'm saying? We could be better, but it's a school effort. It's not just about the scholars. It's about the school board and things like that. But we don't have the talent that other schools have. Newark isn't one of those big power schools like everybody else. But I still think we have a chance to compete with the other schools. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. And what's another question I can ask? I mean, you free to ask me some questions too. Also,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
let me get this real quick. All right. Damn, everything falling apart and all that. Man, fuck the shit. All right, forget about that. You ain't see that. I'm going with
It's good. It's
you. Yeah.
yeah.
What else? Oh yeah, and how has what's it called? How has volleyball season and football season the past season treated you too?
Well, my first year of me ever touching a football. I wasn't a starter, and we also went 2-8, so it wasn't as best to me. I didn't, I love football now, but back then, it wasn't my favorite. Volleyball, on the other hand, we lost a couple of our starters. I was a starter when I first came. We had a good season. We had a chance to go to the playoffs, but a couple of our players didn't have what they had going on in school. So we just fell short of the playoffs. We went up against a lot of competition. Most of the schools we went against were undefeated schools, and we still fought hard. Unlike football, with volleyball, I feel like we can actually like go up there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a whole different ball game than football in my eyes. How's um how's football on your end?
Football. Well, this past season it was probably one of our worst years, or one of my since I've been here, probably one of our worst years. As we was 1-9, and it was pretty bad, especially at the end of the year. Lost our starting quarterback to injury, and lost one of our starting corners due to a torn ACL. But I think next year, we had a bunch of young guys too. I feel like we go up as a program from here and all that if everybody just commits and get better. And then we're also bringing some new guys in, seeing how they going to do. And yeah, we just gotta see during 7-on-7, and then when the regular season start next year, or this past season, or this season.
I seen you guys played Christiana, and you guys y'all beat them what 44-0. Am I correct?
For football,
Yeah, Christiana school.
nah, we actually did not win that game. We actually lost pretty badly. That was a pretty.
Mm. All right, yes, sir. We're gonna have better seasons for both of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then what else? Oh yeah, basketball. How is y'all basketball team doing? Or how does it look so far?
Um, our basketball team, they're actually practicing. I practice football. I have practice after this today, Tuesdays and Thursdays for 7-on-7. And when I go there, I see the basketball team putting in a lot of hard work. I feel like they can go far this season if they just keep putting in that hard work. You know what I'm saying? But it's not all about physical strength. It's about that mental strength. You know what I'm saying? They're good in the summertime, but if they can just keep that momentum during the season,
Yeah. Then what's it called? The footy team. New Bros podcast. Oh, that's your name. I don't even know what that is.
well, yeah, assume they mean football team. But yeah, you know, me being a part of the football team, being having to walk around the school, it was like a target on my back. You know what I'm saying? As we went 2-8, the school as a whole felt the need to disrespect us. But next year we're definitely going to show them wrong. We're going to do better than we did this year. We're going to put in a lot of that work. You know what I'm saying? Coming in as a senior, it's my duty to have to help them out, being able to do that.
Yeah. What's it called? Yeah. Y'all kind of was like similar to us with the like football stuff. Like having a bad record and all that, having everybody in the school, be on you and all that stuff. Yeah, especially knowing the fact that we've been bad for like the last 20 years or so. In our best season since like 2000 was like a 5-6 record or something like that, and that was like back in like '05 or '04.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been.
very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming into that last season, it was my first year, like I said, and the coaches, all they were talking about is how when they came here, it was a whole different story. They used to want state champ after state champ after state champ, and how they wish we could just do that here. But it's a lot easier said than done to actually go up there to that next level. It's a whole nother step, whole nother game to go out there and beat those teams. I think we played Caravel. Caravel hasn't lost a game in a couple of years, and that's insane. That's an insane stat to say. And when we went in there, we played Caravel. We played our hearts out. And last year, I heard we lost in the playoffs. We didn't even put a score up against them, but this year we did. But I heard they were nerfed. As they say, they were nerfed. They lost a lot of their key players, and they still were able to beat us really badly.
Yeah. I heard they have like a 3-star or something like that supposedly on that team. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm in, hold on, let me check.
Say that one more time. They say soccer. Well, um, soccer. I wasn't really tuned in for the soccer. It intervened between the football season, so I couldn't really on the soccer team. I hear they were kind of good though. I hear they were all right. I'll try to tune in a lot more for the soccer team next year.
Yeah. Um, was
Did you watch the game yesterday?
what game?
OKC versus the Pacers.
Oh no, I haven't watched. I've heard though. The Pacers was been
Yeah,
doing really well.
yeah. They've been blowing my mind. Well, my predictions was OKC in five. I did not think the Pacers could go against them. OKC's been running through teams in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? I'm mind blown.
Yeah, and especially the fact that them small market teams, I'm telling you, they something not to play with
Yeah,
because they're the type of teams that be like
exactly.
hungry and all that, wanting to make the playoffs, win a championship.
Yeah, exactly. Just like those Knicks, man. They
Yeah, that was crazy. Oh yeah, and this is one question. What is one person this whole entire playoff, one NBA player during this whole playoffs that has really surprised you so far?
Tyrese Halliburton, man, he's made a couple of game winners. He's always been a good player, but he was like a quiet good player. You know what I'm saying? He's not one of those big names that you hear every day, like Shea Alexander, Nikola Jokic, Stephen Curry, LeBron James. Those guys are up there. But Tyrese Halliburton, he's kind of a quiet good player, like Jalen Brunson. And like how many game winners has he made? Like three or four. That's insane. To the point where people are thinking he's selling his soul and stuff. You're good when people are trying to put magic up against you. You know what I'm saying? And he's just a great player all around.
Yeah, I would say the same thing too. He was just amazing.
Yeah,
Like you said, especially that whole Pacers team, their defense has been
yeah,
incredible. Especially last night, I did watch some of it. I think I watched like the fourth quarter. Yeah, it was like the
hmm
last 5 minutes of it. It was insane. Miles Turner, Halliburton, the rest of them guys, they were doing well.
yeah. They were doing what they had to do to get the win, and that's what I love about that Pacers team. You know what I'm saying? They do what they have to do to get the win, and I don't like that every time there is a win, it's either a blowout win. It's not really close games. Yesterday it was kind of close, but that's just to show how good these NBA teams really are. Like compared to our everyday teams, our high school teams that we're watching, these guys are just on a whole different level.
Yeah, especially the fact that some guys, some of them guards, they have a bag that we never ever seen, and then they'll just pull it
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
What's the one boy name? Nimbrin. Think
Hmm,
that's the boy
hmm.
from the Pacers. Had a good move or whatever on Shane. I think game one
Yeah,
or game two. Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. The 3-pointer he had made. Yeah,
yeah. Telling
and
you,
I think he's a
Timberwolves.
yeah. Yeah, I think last year there was a round of him playing in the local gym, and he's just doing a whole lot of stuff that centers shouldn't be able to do. You know what I'm saying? He has a bag, and every NBA player is so much better than your standard player that you see. You go to the YMCA and you see that good guy. Like there's just levels to it. It just proves to you. I know if you've been to an NBA game and you've seen those guys in person. You see them warming up. They can't miss shots. You know what I'm saying? I seen Stephen Curry, and I was at the 76ers game. And
Hmm.
I always, Stephen Curry's my favorite player, and when I seen him in person, he's like a whole different guy than what they show on TV. He's like, insane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think we all know that he was like we all know that he was crazy good in person, or whatever you see
Yeah,
on TV. No,
yeah,
yeah, that's what happens when you have a lot of time and all that, and your life is around one sport, one certain sport, and
right.
you're not dealing with school or whatever. Tell you,
Um, NFL teams. What's your favorite NFL team?
Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers, Steelers fans. They just got Aaron Rodgers. How you feel about that trade or
That
that
trade,
pick?
I did talk about that. I think it was like a video or two ago. But
Mhm.
Aaron Rodgers, I feel like it's better than having nothing because we could have been
Right.
rocking Mason Rudolph going into the 25 season, and
Mhm.
we all know how he is and how he's been the
Yeah.
last 5 years. He's been with us. He's been absolutely bad. So getting Aaron Rodgers, I think that's definitely an upgrade. He may not be the best and may get some drama or whatever, but
Right.
at least he's going to help us get the job done if we need it. Just not
Exactly.
against the big teams like Kansas City, Buffalo, Baltimore. He's not going to get it done against those type of teams, but it's enough to beat any other average team in
Right.
NFL. And not only that, knowing the fact that we have one of the best defenses in the NFL, like top three, I
Hmm.
think, and having one of the best edge rushers in the league in TJ Watt, I know for a fact that Pittsburgh going to be fine. We may be 9-8, 10-7 again, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That's a good record. That's something no other or any other NFL fan base would really like one. They would really want a 9-8, 10-7 record, barely be in the playoffs. They would like that. For us, it's like so normal to where us fans is like, oh, 9-8 and 10-7 is bad, and being a first round exit is bad. So yeah,
Yeah.
but
I totally agree with that one. Like, any other team, first round exits, that's terrible. That's not bad at all. When you're going against these NFL teams, first round exit is better than most of the people that don't make it to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And getting Aaron Rodgers, like I love how you put that. He's not the best, but he's also not the worst. He's a good quarterback. His time may be coming to an end, but I'd rather have them than the backup QB. He hasn't been good for a while, and that's just a step in the correct direction. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Hmm.
And who's your favorite team in NFL?
I'm an Eagles fan. Gotta love the birds.
Of course, I should know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm. We not even gonna speak about them. We already know they hit every year on picks. It's insane, bro. I don't understand.
Yeah, but we lost a couple key guys on our team as well. We lost Johnson, but Howie just has to do what he does.
Yeah, I think we also took two players from y'all team. We took Kenneth Gainwell, the running back, and then Darius Slay. Yeah, yeah, I think that was a great replacement, a really underrated replacement because we had Deontay Jackson last year. He was good, and now Darius Slay coming in. That's better.
Things, you know what I'm saying, for you guys' franchise.
Yeah, the only problem is he is about like what 30 years old, so probably
Yeah,
got like 3, 4 good years left. Then we
yeah,
probably, but yeah,
yeah.
yeah, dang. And I gotta start practice next week too. Jeez.
7-7.
Yeah, June 16th. Yeah, yeah,
Alexa, time.
The time is 5:26 p.m.
Yeah, I've time.
yeah. Hopefully, I'll become a starter this year at the running back spot.
Yeah, you got it, man. You just got put on that work. I'm trying to be a starting linebacker for Newark next year.
Yeah, especially due to the fact that we got all these like small running backs too.
Yeah, you're
Like,
you're a hefty guy.
yeah, and I think the only, well, I don't think, but the reason why I didn't get to start last year, and I had to play like a whole different position because I was like the heaviest running back, and we didn't have that much line. Because
Yeah.
that's the thing, we have like a lot of skill guys on our team, but we would have like 6 linemen or 7 linemen every year. It will have our tight end or our biggest running back or fullback playing. And I'm about like 180, so I'm like 40 pounds more than everybody else who's about 130.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Like
that's
I said
that's pretty.
earlier, we
Yeah, yeah. I seen like y'all linemen and all that. I'm like, oh yeah, they got guys that are about like good like 200 to like 230, probably 250 at best. That's not bad, and they all look like actual linemen. They just pretty small and undersized. That's it compared to other ones in 2A. So yeah, y'all. So yeah, y'all. I think is in a fine position. Y'all just got to get to like get all better and all that. That's it. As a unit, get some chemistry going.
they're just like, no, you guys just aren't good enough. You know what I'm saying? But it's like we could be good enough if you joined the team, and I feel like it's a fear factor in them. It goes all the way back to the record from last year, and that's just biting. It's biting us.
Yeah, it's kind of the same with us. Like we have some big guys, but
Hmm.
yeah, they just like decide to do other stuff, and it's like yeah, it's like whatever. But yeah,
Yeah,
but hopefully both teams do well. Hopefully we can go back to the playoffs for the first time in a while,
yeah,
and then possibly make an all conference this upcoming season. And yeah,
yeah. You guys are still in. You got what division are you guys in?
we're in 1A, but us and y'all like we in like different conferences. Like
Right.
I think y'all in like District 1 or something like that, and we're in District 2.
Yeah,
So
it's still.
we wouldn't really play each other in the regular season.
I think we are playing each other in the regular season. Are we not?
Nah, we might scrimmage possibly, but I looked at our schedule and it's like I didn't see y'all on there. It was just
Mm,
made like other 1A schools that's in our conference, and then some 1A schools that's not in our conference, like early college and St. Andrews. We
yeah.
play them, and then we play a couple 2A schools, such as
Mhm.
what is it? Tower Hill and Polytech. Yeah, those are going to be some tough games.
Yeah, we played Tower Hill last time. It was there. It was a away game for us, and it was at night, and we just they ran through us, man. And their field, it's like it's so rich. They have like a huge board thing. It's like so technological. I don't know the word for that, but it was insane. They have this one guy. I forgot his name, but he's a good guy. I forgot his
Receive.
name though.
He
No, I
played
think
like
he's a running back.
uh, uh, I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know.
If you guys can stop him, y'all, that's an easy win for you guys. But I feel like that's the only guy you guys have to worry about is that running back. Other than that, they're just on any other school team.
Yeah, and I know they just lost their best player to Sally's too, so
Mm,
I know that. And I seen their receiver play
hmm.
last year. He was cold. I'm not gonna hold you. He not bad. Caravel. I mean, I've watched some. They're just stacked. They're just good top to bottom. They're run heavy on offense, and then defensively, their D line is nasty, bro. It's crazy. But
Got moved.
I think they're going to do all right. I feel like they're going to be kind of like a St. Mark's type of team. Probably start off 5-7. They do have some really good talent, so I don't think they're going to like what's it called, like do consistently bad in 3A. Because there's some other 3A schools that's also pretty bad that they're going to beat. And then if they play some 2A schools, like mix them in too, I'll say about 4 or 5 wins probably in the future or something like that. So yeah, they got a really good roster. Couple guys who have offers or whatever that can do things, and I've seen some of their tape and it's legit. So they're not no fluky
Yeah,
team. So yeah, I think they're going to do good.
they're not really matter, but their home jersey, they have their names on the back. I thought that was pretty cool when we played them.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
but yeah, we'll have to see how this upcoming football season treats both of us and our teams, and yeah,
Yeah.
and I think we'll just end it here. So, Quan, thank you for being
Yeah,
on
man.
here once again. And
Of course.
thank you
Thanks for having
guys for joining today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow both of our Instagrams. Link will be in the bio. Quan, once again, thank you for being here. And we will see y'all
me. No
tomorrow.
problem.
Peace.
All right.